And then the voice told the woodcutter to close his eyes and to mount, as it were, a step. "But I do not see any step," said the man. "Never mind. Do as I say," said the voice. The man did as he was told. As soon as he had closed his eyes, he found that he was standing up, and as he raised his right foot, he felt that there was something like a step under it. He started to ascend what seemed to be a staircase. Suddenly, the whole flight of steps started to move, very fast, and the voice said, "Do not open your eyes until I tell you to do so." In a very short time, the voice told the man to open his eyes. When he did, he found that he was in a place that looked rather like a desert, with the sun beating down on him. He was surrounded by masses and masses of pebbles, pebbles of all colors, red, green, blue, and white. But he seemed to be alone. He looked all around him and could not see anyone, but the voice started to speak again. "Take up as many of these stones as you can," said the voice. "Then close your eyes, and walk down the steps once more." The woodcutter did as he was told, and he found himself, when he opened his eyes again at the voice's bidding, standing before the door of his own house. He knocked at the door, and his little daughter answered it. She asked him where he had been, and he told her, but it all sounded so confusing that she could hardly understand what he was saying. They went into the house, and the little girl and her father shared the last food they had, which was a handful of dried dates.
When they had finished, the man thought that he heard the voice speaking to him again.
The voice said, "Although you may not know it yet, you have been saved by Mushkil Gusha. Remember that Mushkil Gusha is always here. Make sure that every Thursday night you eat some dates and give some to any needy person, and tell the story of Mushkil Gusha, the remover of all difficulties. Or give a gift in the name of Mushkil Gusha to someone who will help the needy. Make sure that the story of Mushkil Gusha is never forgotten. If you do this, and if this is done by those to whom you tell the story, the people who are in real need will always find their way."
The woodcutter put all the stones that he had brought back from the desert in a corner of his little house. They looked very much like ordinary stones, and he did not know what to do with them. The next day he took his 2 enormous bundles of wood.
When he got home, he showed his daughter all sorts of delicious kinds of food that she had never tasted before. When they had eaten it, the woodcutter said, "Now I am going to tell you the whole story of Mushkil Gusha. Mushkil Gusha is the remover of all difficulties. Our difficulties have been removed through Mushkil Gusha, and we must always remember it." For nearly a week after that, the man carried on as usual. He went into the mountains, brought back wood, had a meal, took the wood to market, and sold it. He always found a buyer without difficulty.